Well, hey guys, how's it going? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a good day, so I hope you are too. In this video, we're going to be talking about something called primary biliary cholangitis. And I know that that is a mouthful. I will put it down here at the bottom. And this is going to be on the category of health and health issues. So, you know, one of the things and topics that I always talk about is your overall health, and especially for the mature community, you know, we start to tend to get into different health conditions, and I have no problem about talking about my own health and how I go through things. And, you know, I figure if I discover something and it helps me, then I want to go ahead and give that information over to you guys, okay? So primary biliary cholangitis is an autoimmune disease. I have been diagnosed with that about 2 months ago now, officially diagnosed, but I can't tell you how long I've actually had this autoimmune issue. I just know that I was diagnosed officially with it about 2 months ago, after going through a number of blood tests and MRI and CT scan and a whole bunch of other stuff. I was referred to a gastroenterologist, and he was the one that made the final determination after looking at all of my blood workup, and in particular my liver enzyme. My alkaline phosphatase is what they call it. That was the first trigger. It started going up from a normal reading. I think the top reading is maybe 106 or 100, and you know, mine was creeping up to like 150, 175, 200. At the highest point it was over 300 or 360, and that was not a good thing. I mean, anytime your alkaline phosphatase starts to climb up like that, it's signaling that something is going on with your liver, and that's never a good thing. So there's an immediate concern when that happens. There are some other triggers that happen and other enzymes, but my other ones were pretty okay. It was just this one that was really creeping up higher and higher. So with that said, and the multitude of tests that I underwent, which was like, you know, it was a nightmare. Just that was a nightmare. And the frightening aspect of not knowing what the heck is wrong with you. So my gastroenterologist finally said, okay, you have this pretty rare disease. It's usually 9 out of 10 people are women that get it. A very small percentage of men have it, but it has to do with, I guess, the women hormones and all of that, or it's on an, it might be on a sex chromosome. It might be triggered because of your sex chromosome. I'm not 100% sure on that, but nevertheless, out of 10 people, 9 are women that have it and 1 are men that have it. The other factor is, as you age, it tends to come out. So usually the 45 and over crowd start to exhibit it. In their 50s and, you know, and beyond, it comes out. It is an autoimmune disease, which means that your body is attacking your liver. It is actually attacking the biliary ducts, the biliary ducts, the primary biliary ducts of your liver. And those are the ones that manufacture bile, and bile is what is released into your gut and into your stomach as you eat. So when you eat, you know, that triggers your liver to activate and release this bile so that your food can be digested and nutrients can be absorbed into your body, etc., etc. And you know, that's how we live, right? So if your body is attacking the bile ducts and killing them off, it's not good. You know, the bile's not getting into where it needs to be. And if you think about your liver and the bile ducts like being a stopped up sink, let's just say a drain. So as your immune system is attacking the bile ducts, it is shriveling up and contracting, let's just say, and the bile is not going into your stomach. It's actually going backing up back into your liver. So think about it as a drain, you know, being backed up, and when it's backed up like that, it can cause serious damage to your liver. So it's kind of like a vicious circle. So your immune system attacks your liver, you know, bile ducts start to get damaged, and then the bile doesn't go in the right place, and you can't digest your food, and etc., etc. One of the things I noticed, and this has been going on, and I'm still trying to deal with it, is that I am losing a lot of weight. I have lost a lot of weight. I've lost over 20 or 25 pounds since being diagnosed. Now I look better on camera. I mean, yeah, okay, great. You know, everyone's commenting how great I look for my age. But I can assure you that I'm not losing weight to be vain or to be, you know, some gorgeous, you know, thin looking model on YouTube. That's not what I'm about. This is happening naturally because of the autoimmune disease that I am currently undergoing. I'm literally drinking Boost or Ensure to put enough calories into me. I am eating, I'm snacking, I'm eating smaller meals more frequently. I'm snacking on fruit. I'm snacking on all kinds of stuff, of course not junk food, to try to keep my calories up, because I'm finding that no matter how much I'm eating, I don't gain weight. And if I even stop like the Boost or stop the Ensure, I actually lose weight, which is even more scary. So let me read you a couple of little excerpts, just a little footnotes here that I have on the side about primary biliary cholangitis. You can go up and Google it yourself. There's a very good book on Amazon called, I think, the something guide to primary biliary cholangitis. Like it's like one of the top books on Amazon. Kind of like everything you ever wanted to know about the disease. By the way, the end result is if I don't take care of myself and I don't follow a strict diet, and they say that the Mediterranean diet is the best diet to follow for this disease. And again, also keeping off of alcohol, which I have a separate video that I just made about that. You know, I can live a long and healthy life if I take my medication and I follow a strict diet like that. If I don't, and I don't take my medication and I eat junk food, and I do all kinds of crazy stuff, and actually fried and fatty food is the worst enemy for your liver, especially if you get fatty liver. You don't want to get that when you have this disease. Your liver can go into what is known as cirrhosis, which is scarring. Outside of the liver, there's scarring and scar tissue, which debilitates your liver further and further from doing its job. And I believe the liver has over 300 different functions it does in your body, as far as detoxing your body from toxins and all kinds of things. It has to do with your blood glucose. It has to do with your glucose levels. It has to do with your nutritional value. It has to do with absorbing vitamins in your body. I mean, it has so many functions, your liver. Aside from your heart, your liver is the most important organ in your body, so you don't want to F that up. If you do, you're a goner. You know, that's the reality of it. You are a goner. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep my liver healthy. I am on medication. I'm taking ursodiol, and I'll leave that down here and I'll spell it out. That is the #1 medication to take, and it's basically fake. It's not fake. I think it comes from bovine, so cows. It's their bile. So you take that, this pill, and it's bile that helps you digest your food. Hang on. And as long as you take that for the rest of your life, you should be okay. And then there's another one that I take that is called budesonide, and again, I'll spell it for you down here. And that is to help with some inflammation that I've been also, they've seen around my bile ducts. There's some inflammation that they have picked up with the one of the CT scans or one of these x-rays, and they're working on that to make sure that that's under control. But hopefully, you know, with everything going on and me taking all of this and eating properly, I should be around for you know, a long time, and I'll be able to be here on YouTube and, you know, give my opinions on a million other things. Okay, so let me read you a couple of these excerpts, and then you know, if you have any questions, by the way, or concerns, or know anyone that has this, there's a number of people, I think in the UK, that there's a big clinic and a big hospital that deals primarily with this. So the UK is like on top of it as far as one of the places that really deal with this autoimmune disease. I know the Mayo Clinic does as well here in the United States. I'm not sure in other countries. You know, you'd have to probably do some research and see if there's a specific area or city or a hospital or medical facility that deals with this disease. Okay. All right, so let me put on my little specs so I can read this over here for you guys. So primary biliary cholangitis is an autoimmune disease. We covered that. It can get worse if it is untreated, obviously. It will not go away over time. This is not something that is curable, so you will never be cured. Once you have it, you have it, okay? It's like any other autoimmune disease. You just have to learn to deal with it. With proper treatment, it's possible to manage PBC. PBC affects your bile ducts, which play an important role in keeping your liver healthy. PBC damages bile ducts and causes bile to build up in your liver. So that's how I explain the you know, the drainage situation. Bile buildup or cholestasis can cause harmful scarring known as fibrosis. Worsening fibrosis can lead to cirrhosis, which severely interferes with liver function. The cirrhosis people with PBC can get is unrelated to drinking alcohol. So it's a different, it's not that it's a different type of cirrhosis, because cirrhosis is cirrhosis in the liver, but it's the way that you get it. So it's not alcoholic cirrhosis. It's not because, you know, you are uncontrolled in your alcohol, or the alcohol is destroying your liver, and therefore you get cirrhosis. This cirrhosis has to deal with your bile ducts backing up, and once that happens, it can scar the internal mechanisms of your liver as well as the external mechanisms that is shown. You know, it can show up on your x-ray or your CT scan or your MRI after a while. The other thing that they did do for me is a liver biopsy, and I know that's a very scary word. A lot of people, the first time that they hear that they need to go and get a liver biopsy for their autoimmune disease, for PBC, that freaks them out. It did freak me out, but honestly, it's you kind of go a little woo-woo. You go to the hospital, they give you meds to kind of calm you down and relax you. You're not totally out. You don't fall asleep. You're not under general anesthesia. You're just under local, and they give you just something that makes you, I don't want to say drunk, but kind of like not caring, like kind of very relaxed. And it's over before you know it. The doctor comes in, does his thing, and it's like a little gun that goes into your well, like a little needle that goes into your, side of your abdomen, and they take a tiny little piece of liver to biopsy it and see what stage you are at with PBC. And stages go from, I think, 0 to 4. 4 being the worst off, which means 4 you're getting into cirrhosis. And then 4 and up is where they start to seriously talk about liver transplant. And again, if you're at that stage, you're at that stage. There's nothing you can do about it. But the goal is to stay at stage, at the lowest number in the staging as possible. That's what it is. So with that said, like I said, I'm just going to take it one day at a time. I'm not going to worry about it. I can't control what I can't control. It's all a mindset at this point. I am going to, I am already off of alcohol completely. And again, like I said, I did a video on that. So you can, watch that video. I don't care about it. It doesn't concern me. And if it's going to keep me from, becoming healthy or whatever, I'm certainly, I can live without it. My family is very understanding about it and very supportive about it, so that's a good thing. My friends are the same way. As soon as they found out what I had and how serious it is, everybody understands that when I go out to, socialize with anybody, I am here to socialize and have my, my unsweetened iced tea or my lemonade or whatever it is that I drink, and no one's, talking to me about alcohol or anything. They're free to consume in front of me. It doesn't bother me. I'm great with it. I wish them well, and I know that they enjoy it, and there's no shaming, there's nothing going on as far as that's concerned. So I do encourage anybody that's on that path to, if they are getting off of alcohol, to find your support group and make sure that you are with people that have a very positive influence in your life as far as that is concerned. So that's all I'm going to say about that right now, because this isn't really the video for it. As far as my diet is concerned, I am doing the Mediterranean diet to the best of my ability. I've never really eaten a lot of junk food or anything like that. I will have I'll have a sub sandwich. I like things like that. But as far as, chips and fries and sodas and things like that, I try to keep that at a total minimum throughout my life. And now it's going to be, literally for a special occasion, if that. We are having burgers tomorrow. Tomorrow's Labor Day. But it will be burgers that are bought, and I will do them myself in the skillet without any oil, and they will be free-range grass-fed beef, very lean. I will be having whole wheat buns and just minimum condiments, no real sides. I'll have a little coleslaw, and that'll be it. I will have a regular drink, a regular, just iced tea or something, and just enjoy myself as it is. Enjoy my, the company of my family, and be outdoors, and that'll be it. I'm not gonna, go whole hog or have any alcohol or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna monitor this, and I'll let you guys know how everything is going. I will be putting up more videos on my diet, and maybe Mediterranean diet, maybe some cooking that I'll be doing, if there's anything exciting as a recipe, I think, to share out. I still will be doing, of course, all my other topics on my channel, which is, the skincare and just healthy lifestyle and healthy living and all of that. So be sure to tune in for that, and please give me, give this video a thumbs up, and please share it to anybody that needs to know about this. I think it's very important that we do disclose as much as we can. Here on YouTube. YouTube is the perfect platform to share, to disclose, to learn from one another. And if you know of anyone that has this concern or any type of liver concern, go ahead and comment below. I'll be happy to answer any questions that I know of. I'm not a medical obviously, you know, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I don't have any medical background. This is just my body and what I'm doing with it. And if I can steer anyone to any type of information online or books or like I said, online websites, I'm more than happy to do that for you guys. There is also a Facebook group that is known as the PBC, I think Living with PBC, I think that's the Facebook group. I'll try to find some of those and put it in the description also, in case you guys would like to join or know of anybody that would, you know, that needs to join that. And they've been really, really helpful for the awareness of it, and I don't feel so alone, you know. I mean, when people say that there's one in, I think it's, what is it, 50 people out of 1,000 people have PBC. I mean, it's very low. It's extremely low. You know, the bad news is it's so low that it can be swept under the rug. I don't know how much financing, you know, medical institutions or scientists get to research PBC and find a cure or find treatment. You know, when we're talking about cholesterol or heart disease, when we're talking about diabetes, when we're talking about mainstream very popular illnesses, there's breast cancer, for example, is a very good you know, example. Institutions, corporations, companies throw millions and millions and millions of dollars to research for that, as it should be, because, you know, there's so many people that have these type of chronic illnesses and of course cancers and everything, that whatever we can do as far as building awareness and having a platform and a voice, and also having enough money and funds for research is a very good thing. I'm not taking away from any of those, but PBC is just so rare and so few people have it, although it's a very serious autoimmune disease. You know, it's up there with, you know, Crohn's disease or any other autoimmune disease. But some of the autoimmune diseases are much more prevalent. A lot more people have it, and so the funding is a lot more for it. PBC, unfortunately, is so rare that not only a lot of people know about it, I certainly had no clue, absolutely no clue that this existed prior to being diagnosed. A liver, I didn't think about my liver. I didn't, you know, I knew one thing, oh yeah, if you drink a lot of alcohol, you know, your liver will shrivel up. That's all I knew about it. I had no idea what my liver does or how important it is to my system or anything like that. I had no clue at all. I was in the dark, complete dark. So, you know, shining a light on this and talking about it, and then doing research is very, very helpful. And I was surprised at how many people, of course online, I haven't met anyone in person, but online that deals with this, and how many new people are diagnosed every week. You know, every day I go up on Facebook and I go up on the on that PBC group, and every day it just breaks my heart. People are like, hi, you know, I've just joined this group. My doctor just told me I have PBC. I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. You know, I've been put on this medication and I'm having these side effects, and they do come with some side effects. I've had some really bad intestinal, you know, side effects, IBS type of side effects. But I won't go into that right now. But it's amazing how many new people are on there, and people are getting diagnosed. And I have a funny feeling that, and I have posted this on the Facebook group, I have a funny feeling that more and more people are being diagnosed now, that there's earlier detection, that there's better detection, that we have our MRIs and our CT scans and our blood workup. I think probably 20 years ago, people were probably diagnosed very late, as late stages in PBC, probably when they actually had cirrhosis, probably at stage 3 or 4, when they were having chronic pain or fatigue, or just something wasn't right, and you know, did all these tests. And I think they did a liver biopsy in those days, was like the definitive test on it. And I think that that's when they got diagnosed. So for us to be diagnosed now at an earlier stage, I think that's a good thing in one sense, that we get an earlier diagnosis, so we can go and get, you know, our medications and start on our medications and our diet and all of that. But the flip side of it is more and more people are being diagnosed, and I think it's something in our environment. That's what my doctor said. They don't know yet if it's environmental, if it's a toxin that we're ingesting from our food, if it is some, you know, if it's biochemical. We do have a predisposition or some genetic predisposition to getting this disease, but there is a trigger. There's some sort of environmental trigger that triggers our immune system to start acting crazy with our liver. And that's what they haven't figured out yet, where this is coming from. Is it, you know, something in our hair dye? Is it something in our nail polish? Is it some chemical that we're cleaning our homes with? Is it something we're breathing in? Is it in our food system? Nobody knows, but there is a higher trend going up as time goes on. Higher and higher, and more people are getting autoimmune diseases, not just PBC, but other autoimmune diseases, which were not, you know, not that prevalent 30, 40, 50 years ago. All right, I think I blabbed enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day here. I love you guys very much. Thank you again for participating and supporting me, and hopefully again this was helpful to somebody. Even if it was one person, you know, then I've done my due diligence for that person. I love you guys. Leave all your comments below. Any questions, again, I will be more than happy to answer them and give you guys information, okay? Please give it a thumbs up. Please share it to anybody that needs to. And yeah, and that's it. I love you all. Kisses to everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.